Hi guys, Neil the Train here, and today we're taking a look at the new 2026 diecast engines. At least the free pack of the Thomas James and Diesel. First up, here's the look at the box. Yeah, it's no bubble at all. I would have thought they would have at least showed, But anyway, a bunch of legal stuff or just a bunch of text on the back, and there's some of the other engines you can get, and then just Thomas logos everywhere else. Now, to start off, let's look at the main character himself. Thomas looks pretty decent. I mean, no painted buffers or tail lamp, but to be fair, if the buffers bother you, that's Sarpies exist. I mean, proportion-wise, he looks pretty accurate. Got it's, the face. I mean, it's still something we're gonna get used to, but it looks like it's pretty accurate to the show. Then, here he is next to the 80th counterpart. They're different. Yeah, I mean, another thing is the whistle's just molded on there and not separately fitted, and also, yeah, these don't connect because the new magnets, but other than that, they look okay, I guess. Although, well, yeah, honestly, I mean, overall, I think Thomas looks to be a pretty decent model, although he, would definitely benefit if he had the side rods from the 80th, because, I don't know, it looked worse in the photos, but honestly in person, the lack of side rods, well, still isn't great. But anyway, and now here's comparison with the wooden railway. I mean, not really anything to say here, and Tommy Thomas. Now these two, which they are compatible, although as you can see, there's a major size difference. But I mean, and then the magnets only go one way, as like the wooden railway. And then, okay, and finally, here he is next to my old Take and Play Thomas, as you can see. So yeah, I mean, although yeah, the magnets don't necessarily couple the best, as you can see, but they are compatible, so that's something. And then overall looks pretty good. I mean, there's some rivet details and whatnot, I think. And then now, next up, looking at James. James looks pretty good proportion-wise. I mean, even has the lamp and, I mean, honestly, overall, looks like a pretty good model, although, I mean, could probably use another wheel on the tender, or I don't know, I mean, I'm used to getting short tenders. I don't know if the long tenders, I think it feels like the tender stretched this time, but maybe that's because we're used to getting this. Yeah, so to compare with the 80th James, this one is way shorter, as you can see. Also, yeah, the face looks different, but, so yeah, and then see, I mean, yeah, and also this one contains a lot of plastic, but then this one has a decent chunk of plastic too. So it's about the same, but anyway, so yeah, side rods, no side rods, but to be fair, it doesn't really look like there's much room. But yeah, I mean, although one thing is that this one has a pivoting pony truck, so, or guide wheel, so that's neat. Well, this one doesn't, which means this should be able to handle curves better. And also the tender is permanently attached. Now, when we first figured that, we figured it was going to be like the Ertl ones, and that would cause them to have trouble with curves, but it actually pivots good, and actually, yeah, you can actually do this. And also, I think that, for a kid's toy, since, I'm sure it won't just be the adult fans, it'll also be something good for kids that, they won't have to worry about the tender going halfway across the room and under the couch, and now it's permanently attached, so that's a plus, I guess. And then now, finally, Diesel. I don't have anything. I don't have any die-cast or Diesel to compare them to, and I didn't get my Wooden Railway Diesel ready, so yeah, I mean, overall, I think, yeah, it was a good model. I like the face, but, I mean, the wheels being a lighter gray compared to the rest of them kind of annoys me, but that's kind of just a personal nitpick. Although, no painted details whatsoever, it's all molded, which, I mean, yeah, I mean, yes, I know that Diesel is, like, yeah, I know that's I mean, yeah, it's probably show accurate, and, yeah, but, I don't know, I mean, I think that a little white lining, or at least pick out the windows would have helped this. But, I mean, other than that, I mean, it's Diesel. I mean, it's, Diesel's kind of hard to mess up, I guess. But anyway, so, yeah, to conclude, yeah, honestly, they seem to be good quality. I mean, yeah, there's a decent chunk of plastic in them, but that's not the worst thing, I guess. I mean, another interesting, but yeah, I mean, overall, I'd say these are good models. I mean, yeah, I mean, the faces are a little odd in the case of James and Thomas, although, honestly, comparing them to the 80th, I don't think James's face is really that different, but yeah, it does look a little old. But anyway, yeah, but the faces are probably show accurate. We know this, so yeah, overall, I mean, individually, I'd probably say, I don't know, I mean, yeah, honestly, I kind of want to give him, I don't know, I think for Thomas, I'd have to say I don't know, 8 out of 10. I mean, the fact that the painted buffers and no paint, the fact that the lack of painted buffers and whistles, and the fact that we don't have side rods this time around is kind of a downgrade. Diesel, I would say, is probably, I don't know, yeah, I'd probably say a 7 out of 10. I mean, Diesel is kind of a simple design, so it's not really hard to mess up, but it could really use some painted detail, but that's kind of just a nitpick. Overall, I'd say this is a good model, and none of it feels cheap, and, yeah, James, I'd have to give I don't know, 9 out of 10, I guess, because, yeah, he's definitely improved. Yeah, because he scales better now, the pivoting Boki truck is, neat, and the tender is good. So, yeah, honestly, I would say, I got it off of Amazon. Yeah, I'd recommend picking it up if you're because, I think I paid, $17 for it on Amazon. So, yeah, that feels like a fair price since, now, one more thing, so I don't have any of the 2026 track, but I'm gonna show you the compatibility. So obviously, they work on Superstation track. Which makes sense because that was designed to be compatible with everything. They also work on, old Trackmaster track. Wooden Railway. They seem to handle that pretty good, which is a good thing because they're going to be compatible with these, even though we haven't had any new Wooden Railway stuff in a while. And then I don't have any proper Take and Play track or any proper Tomy track, but they are compatible with the Chuggington track. Yeah, because a bunch of people definitely own that. Jokes aside. And that one thing, though, to note with Trackmaster 2 track is, well, they are they're compatible with normal track, but for some reason, so basically, let me just show you what I'm going on. So this track here is these things that keep the engine, these things right here that keep them from falling into the ties. Their wheels roll fine here, but for some reason, on some pieces of track, they make it thicker. Now, and as you can see, if I was just to give him a little roll, he stops because their wheels aren't wide enough. Now, now as you can see, this isn't a problem for the 80th, but yeah, anyway, I guess that's just something to keep in mind if you're getting a layout to film on, if you're wanting to use these for a film project, or, something to note for parenting. But yeah, anyway, so, yeah, I guess, yeah, if you want, pick these up. Here's the box again. Neil the Train, signing off.